Hey, where is Unseen Mountains? The new maps really surprised everyone because everyone is waiting the Unseen Mountains for the new fish marshal. But when we meet Everstone suddenly pop up with the Imperial Palace, which just released few months ago in the China server. And how could this happen? So let's discuss, see what is behind why the developer do this. Because some players think that releasing Imperial Palace make the story more smooth because it is back to your original character stories. But some players they want Unseen Mountain for the fish news martial art. They cannot wait to play this. So why the developer bypass the Unseen Mountain straight away release the palace? So there is something terrible happened behind the developer's plan. They are super under pressure. The developer is under massive pressure because a lot of players leading for this kind of the systems. The new map has no innovative. It is following a set of systems that doesn't surprise the player. So let's back to the China server and see what happened here. So first we need to understand the chronologies behind the China server for this Unseen Mountain release. So back to last year, September 26th of September last year is a release of Unseen Mountains with a new set and also a few new variables. 2 months later, 21st November, the Unseen Mountain extend a new map like a Hexi Desert, then extend another new stone bed for the Hexi. So this Unseen Mountain also extend the new map later. So there's new regions featuring the new sky cities, and also this comes to the new martial art piece weapon, also released along on last year's November patch in the China server. Then 1 month later, 27 December, another new map of Unseen Mountain being released. So this new area is more like a chaotic apocalyptic areas in the Unseen Mountains. 2 months later, on this year, 6 September, the China server released the Imperial Palace, which will be implemented in global server in this month. So why the roadmap totally messed up from the developers? So this need to back to the data released in the Hexi area. Remember a few months ago we had the Hexi new patch, new region, 3 regions for the Hexi map. In this Hexi new system, new sustainable pipeline global release, it consists of 3 maps per region and a new martial art hang back with Hexi. Remember Hexi is 3 maps and 1 martial art. So this is a system that the developer used to develop Hexi and also Unseen Mountain. The Unseen Mountain also follow this system, 3 new maps and 1 new weapons. Also the main storyline of this map follow individual storyline, which is not attached to your characters. So not your character's story, it is somebody else's story, which a lot of players already complain this one. There's no attachments. And this system 3 maps plus a new martial art and with individual independent story, the developer believed to be very successful, but it turned out to be less successful after the Hexi data come out. After the Hexi data comes out, so you can look at the Steam chart, players are dropping, so players are not coming back. So every new map in the Hexi area, you see a drop in the player count. It means the player is not impressed, not innovated, is not very impressed by the new map in the Hexi map. Of course, the first desert Hexi area is very interesting, and recall last time I saw the desert is very impressive. But after that, the second map, it becomes less ratings and less surprise until the third map, like the Qing map, is really no surprise and nothing special. So I can feel like it is just another map to fit into the Hexi. So the story also not quite interesting. Then the global release of this Hexi 3 map lead to more complaints and not much returning players, and it is considered as less successful. And this 3 map has no connections and the player has no linkage to where this map suddenly pop out and where it comes from. So it is just like another normal map, nothing special. So the system also doesn't change, it follows the old Wavings mid systems. So player feel like nothing to do, so player need more contents, need more something to play. To be honest, these 3 Hexi match, it actually doesn't surprise me a lot. Except for the first desert, I feel surprised. Then after that, I feel like it's just another match. So nothing special. And if the developer continue to follow this kind of the system in the Unseen Mountains, it is proven to be not very good. The player will not return. The figure is still very low. Players won't come back. So the developers is under tension, so they can't release the Unseen Mountains, which already failed the system in Hexi area. So the developer want to revise the game. So let's look at how the Imperial Palace can solve the problems. So this Imperial Palace, it doesn't have the new martial art system, because maybe the developer feel that a lot of players still attached with the hand blast. So a lot of players, they are still enjoying the hand blast. So let's say if the developers release the new fist weapons, so some players might still stick to the hand blast, so they are not interested to migrate. Of course, some players, they really like the fist martial art. So there's 2 groups of players debating on this martial arts. But the new palace actually gives us a lot of new play style. Currently, a lot of players complaining is because there's no innovations and the things is keep repeating and there's nothing to do. And also your build activities is you only have a build range. I remember every Mondays I do it with a build member. Then after that, there's no more build events. So there's nothing to do except the build parties. So actually nothing special then. So with this release of the new GVEs, the new group event, which gives you more activity to interact with your group members, which is a 10-man activities, so you can play weekly with your group friends. And also a lot of players, they already tired with the Possession Forest. There's nothing special. So the developer released the new Tomb Riding systems. So this is considered as something like a replacement to the Possession Forest. Because in the Tomb Riding, it is also a PvP game in the dark. So it's a multiplayer, massive survivors game also. So this gives you more choices to enjoy the games. So overall, the Imperial Palace is like a playground, introducing a lot of new activities. And more interesting, you will look at this chart, you probably look at it multiple times already. So it never mentions any of these unseen mountains. It only mentions new regions in summer. So the developer don't commit to release the unseen mountain, because maybe they think that unseen mountains follow the old system. A lot of global players don't like it. So these regions, I'm not sure whether it's an unseen mountain, but you know, in the China servers, there's already another new region coming. This is called the Qing Zhou. So this is entirely new area. So whether back to this chart, you said summer new regions, whether it's these unseen mountains, so nobody know, or it's a new map called Qing. But the developer also promised for these new martial weapons. So let's see what they are planning to do. I think probably the developer will observe if the Imperial Palace is successful, it brings back the new players. Maybe the developer, they'll collect more information whether other players enjoying they want Unseen Mountains, the 3 map plus 1 new martial arts skill, or the player want something surprise and align carry out with the China servers in the new map and the new map implement in the China server, also same time implement in the global server. So overall, I think the developer is watching the data, watching the global data, and then only plan what is their next move, because they don't want another failure like the Hexi map, which a lot of players leaving. So they are observing after the Imperial Palace release, so only decide the next move. So now only you can wait and see the data and look at the scene chart whether the player coming back after the Imperial Palace. So I think that's all for what I think about this release. So hope you enjoy the games and keep playing. So there's more content coming in. So that's all for the videos. Bye bye.